Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Sideline Mornings. I'm your host today, Jeff Thomas. Please call me JT. We have Elijah Falau, a.k.a. Falafamui.
What's going on?
And one of our best and favorite people you just heard about a lot about in his reality TV life, Matty V. So let's get started today, fellas. What I like to do in terms of starting meetings and everything like that is I like to start with a two-word check-in. I want to see how you guys are feeling. How are we doing? Let's start with 2 words, and we're going to start with you, Matty V.
Damn, they went right to me. 2 words. Do they have to be in order, like an adjective and a noun, or can it be 2 separate nouns?
No, it could be like excited and hungry, or it could be tired and run down. That would be 3, but you can still use it.
Is and count?
And does not count.
Okay, that's good to know. So excited and exuberant.
Wow. Really good words.
A lot of energy coming from me.
I was going to say excited.
Take it away.
I'm going to say...
Gotta pick one.
I'm going to say excited and proud. We're on episode 5 or however many episodes we've done. We're 3 lowly assistant coaches who have our own podcast, like I said in episode 3. Look at us. All you guys there on the bench thought we wouldn't get our own podcast. And now look at us, fellas. I'm proud.
All those bench warmers out there.
Bench warmers.
They just hating on our podcast, thinking we weren't going to actually make it. As Jeff said in episode 2, we've already doubled what the haters thought we were going to do.
That
now
would
it's
be
like 500%.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, we want to talk about excitement. Elijah is so excited, he's ready to write notes right in front of him. He's got a whiteboard marker. He's got all the stuffs in notebooks. For all those football players out there, as Coach Falau said early on, always bring a notebook. Don't be afraid to take notes.
We're bringing the heat today is what I can feel.
Oh, yeah.
So this segment is we're calling it Dig Me. And for those of you who don't know what Dig Me is.
Put it away.
Basically, we take what Dig Me is, and it's universal. You can use it for a lot of different terms. But really, it's multiple things. Number 1, bringing incredible attention to yourself, letting people know how cool you are, how many cool things you're doing with your life. Everything's going great. Dig me. I'm that guy. I'm the man. Continue to look at me. Those are all the things that kind of...
Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me.
Like chest bumping somebody after a 9-yard
After a 9-yard game and didn't get the first down.
Could be sleeves up on a sideline. Who knows? On a warm Saturday.
It could be wearing a lava on the sideline for, I don't know, maybe some cultural awareness day.
Could be.
That's not dig me.
That's not dig me. That is not dig me. But we're going to get into
Debatable.
that. So we're going to start our pre-practice
today. Let the players
today.
wear it.
We're going to get warmed up. We're going to go pre-practice, and we're going to get into this, and we're going to talk about dig me. All right. So what I've done is I've labeled 6 individuals for you guys to rate.
Okay.
And it's a 1
Should I
through
get my
5
notebook?
basis.
Yeah,
you can if you'd like to.
I need
But
my
we're going to go
notebook.
1 by 1. We're
Okay.
going to go 1 by 1, but you can write them down if you'd like. We're not ranking them. We're not putting them in order.
Okay.
The only thing you're doing is you're going 1 through 5. 1, low level dig me.
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of dig me. 5, extreme dig me. And you guys know who those individuals are for the major mass dig me's.
Absolutely.
And then 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. All that stuff.
Would I know these people?
Maybe. I don't know. You might know. You probably have friends who are dig me.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so the first one we're going to go in our dig me ranking is LeBron James.
Oh, my God, dude.
Tell me what he is.
Can we edit? Oh, we're writing it down like that?
No. We're not ranking him. You're just telling me if he's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
But you can't
5
put on
is the
board.
highest?
5's the highest.
100% a 5. And I just got to say, I love LeBron
agree.
James.
Great guy.
But, dude, calling yourself the king, doing this, calling yourself the GOAT, throwing the chalk up.
That's definitely dig me.
That's
He
super
does.
dig
It's for
me.
sure
He literally
That's
does
super
throw
dig me.
chalk on
He
it,
does
though.
chalk. He does throw chalk on it.
On the fans. On
That's
all the
true.
bench
That's true.
warmers.
Yes.
Not even
So-
the bench warmers. Even the fans.
The starters.
And
The
here's
bleachers.
The thing. Like, being a 5 out of 5 dig me is not necessarily bad,
It's not.
especially if you're LeBron James.
True. Fair enough.
That dude could be as dig me as he wants.
He's done everything right.
He's done everything right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's never
Almost.
gotten in trouble.
Except in like
I mean,
5
yeah.
NBA finals where he lost. But, I mean, aside from that.
Level of play differently, but
Yes.
from the outside media and what he's had to deal with, living up to the expectations of of an early draft pick out of high school, living up to that,
Yeah.
becoming the next greatest.
Yeah.
He's in the limelight since 14.
And he's
Yeah.
held on strong. Never did anything unless it was an on-court issue or
Got
a
it.
team thing.
Never.
Like
Got
leaving
it.
to Miami. Like,
Sure.
everyone can say what they
Absolutely.
want. But at the same time, does he have kids with somebody else? We don't know. It hasn't been brought to the limelight.
Nope,
I'm
it
going to
has
say
not.
nope.
But
Nope,
he's
we don't
still,
know.
as far as the court goes,
The
that
crown.
is dig
Yeah.
me.
I call myself the king.
Yep.
That's dig me, but I
Dig
still
me.
love
Doesn't he have
LeBron.
Chosen One tattooed on his
Chosen
back?
One?
He may. He might.
Yeah.
I think he does.
I'm pretty sure he does.
All right.
Yeah.
LeBron James,
Fiverr.
dig me level 5,
Big time.
possible more.
Johnny Fiverr.
Okay, we're going to
big
go
time.
into
I got
a
5 on
college coach. We're going to go into a college coach, moving in on him.
Okay.
Okay. Lincoln Riley, the head coach for USC.
Ooh.
What's his dig me level?
Ooh. Yep. You know what? I don't even got to erase it.
For Jeff, for the viewers, for Elijah.
He's a 5. Tell me why.
Oh, my God. You left Oklahoma with winning records and all the draft picks that you had just so you could be in Hollywood with all the money and all these houses. It's obviously an easier recruiting tool.
Yeah.
He was chasing money. He was chasing fame. He wanted to be around Hollywood.
Love it. I think so too.
Yeah, he's a pretty dig me guy. Just the way he looks, like just on the sideline, the way he talks in the interviews.
You can always tell a dig me
Yes.
coach based on what they're
Yes.
wearing on the sidelines,
Oh, absolutely.
right? Now,
No,
yeah.
I don't. I know where you're going with this.
I wasn't going anywhere with this. I'm saying, like, okay, you have some coaches, college shirts, some nice jackets. You have
Sure.
the Bill Belichick's who will wear a hoodie with short sleeves. It's not dig me. That guy just wanted to be cold and warm at the same time.
Yeah.
But now
Could be
you're
kinda
trying
dig me.
you're wearing Lululemon pants.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
that brings me. So I'm going to cut you both
By the
off
way,
there.
shout out Lululemon.
'Cause
Love
that-
their stuff.
Brings me
I don't
to
fit.
my third guy. We're going to NFL coaching, who now is no longer an NFL coach.
Yes.
We're going to go with Bill Belichick.
Ooh.
What is his dig me rating?
Okay.
1 through 5.
1
5
through
being the
5,
highest.
5 being the highest.
Man, I know somebody who would really know. Who knows him really, really well. Wish we could get him on this podcast.
A 2.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say 2.
Okay, a 2.
Put it. Oh.
A double 2.
I'm going to go 2, yeah. I'm going to go
Okay.
2. I mean, he's like the epitome of the Patriot way.
Okay.
But he still brings attention to himself in ways. Now, it's not as far as fashion. He's not
Sure.
dig me fashion.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
he-
not dig me when
no.
it comes to wins.
He's not Dion. Like,
But
No.
he has a
You know what I
certain
mean?
way things need
Yeah.
to be done. He's
Yeah.
like, yo,
yeah.
this is my way.
Yeah.
I do,
hit the road.
I do think the hoodie with the cutoff.
You think
a
it's
little,
dig me?
A little bit.
You think
a
it's his
little bit,
trademark?
A little bit. I
Okay.
think that's a little dig me.
Yeah.
'Cause
that
it's a-
probably
Now, if
brings
he
him
was
up.
wearing
a-
that in Buffalo
It's a
or
conversation
New
piece.
York,
It's a conversation piece. Like, who's this guy with a hoodie?
Yeah.
And it's not
Foxborough
like
is outside. So
it's
yeah,
not like it's like a team issue. It looks like he just cut it off. with
it
some
really
stuff.
does.
Yeah, but he really had somebody do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But they
So-
probably cut it off.
So I'd
Probably
say
the
he's a two.
equipment manager
Yeah,
with the
exac-
Patriots.
Exactly.
And the
Shout
way-
out to all the Meerkat Mats out there.
That's true. And the
Yeah.
way that
It's a
he,
hard
like,
job.
The Patriots too, like I think they're the least dig me organization in sports too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the head of that, you're a low scale of dig me.
Got
Is
it.
he the head or is Robert Kraft?
Uh,
Because Robert Kraft is dig me.
He
Kraft
is,
is pretty dig me, and
but he's
yeah.
not our dig me segment.
He's not our dig me.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Okay, we're
Okay,
going
you're right.
moving in. We're going to number 4 now. Stephen A. Smith.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what? 100%. 5. Got to do it.
5. Okay, and a
I say
4
5.
from Maddie. Okay.
Just to be a little different.
Yeah.
Stephen A. has a different the
He
way he
has to be, though.
speaks, and he kind of has to
He
be.
has to be that for clicks.
Yeah.
But he also he's continued to grow and stay on air.
Yeah.
Whereas the guys he's talked to, some of them have not.
Yeah.
So he's got to keep a dig me factor to him.
He's dig me. Wears the nice suits and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
The only reason I say 4 is just because I feel like it's also his TV persona,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
right? He has to play that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like how Sketch
Yeah.
gets viewers, right?
Yeah.
He's not actually acting like that. That's the character he has to play.
Got it.
Shout out to all the fans and all of our scout teamers that love Sketch.
Wow.
Very popular right now.
We love Sketch.
Huge
I
on
love
TikTok.
Sketch.
Maddie is
Big
really throwing
TikTok.
shout outs today, and they're coming in hot.
They're coming in hot. Hopefully,
I love this.
hey Sketch, if you're out there and you want to come on our show, we'd love to have you, brother.
We love it. We would love it.
I don't even know who that guy is, but I like him. too.
Generation.
So, All right.
Get with the
last
times,
one.
JT.
Last
Jeez.
one we're going
Almost threw a
with.
flag.
Last one we're going with. Don't throw a flag on that one
Almost
just
threw a
yet.
flag, bro.
But our fifth and final is Paige Sporanic.
Oh,
Is her dignity
Elijah
level?
has no idea who that is. I love that.
Elijah, you don't know who Paige is?
You gotta fill in the void here, buddy.
Oh my gosh, we're throwing
Throw
this
the flag,
She is literally
throw it.
the number one
Okay.
golf female influencer, like literally of all
Drop
time.
my
Golf.
pen.
Is she an actual?
She used to be
professional?
like a college golfer. She's
okay.
legit,
Okay.
but she posts a lot of stuff, and she's all over the place. Maddie V has a 6 for Paige.
I gotta see more. Like,
We'll get into that. We'll enlighten you.
okay,
And
She's
it'll- you'll
let's put
probably-
it this way. She's a very good-looking woman.
Yep.
Taylor. See,
That-
I got no clue who this woman is. So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
Follow more golf pages.
Yeah.
Anyways, very good-looking woman that's good at golf and can talk golf.
Yeah. She
okay,
can.
so she's knowledgeable.
She's knowledgeable.
And she
Okay.
utilizes her talents
Okay.
and what she's got going for her, and in a very, very good way, I think.
Okay.
I think
But
she's a Brady fan too.
I think she is.
Shout
And
out Tom Brady.
I also
Another shout out for you guys.
there's a lot of shout outs.
A lot of shout outs from Matty V coming to y'all.
Whoa.
But for our viewers out there and for our people in the bleachers, I would love it if you guys rated our Dig Me.
Oh,
If you guys put those Dig Me comments out there on who's the most Dig Me of the three of us. I mean, I think I know who is the most Dig Me, but you know, maybe.
I don't know from our podcast. Obviously, Jeff is more dig me,
Yeah.
but from the podcast,
You could just tell what positions we coach. Linebackers. Are you kidding me? 10.
10.
O line -10.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
No
really have a
dig me.
position. I just have the student managers.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I
Yeah.
super
Yeah,
high
but
on the
you-
dig
you-
me
you-
because
you-
I yell a
You
lot.
you handle all the swag though. So
Speaking
You
of
do.
which, tune in. We got some merchandise coming out soon. We
That's
need
true.
y'all
Yes,
to
we do.
follow our links, follow
That's
the
true.
website.
Yeah, we do.
Merchandise coming in hot.
kind of
All
dig
right.
me if you can tap in with the swag.
We're gonna go into the dig. We're gonna
called fashion.
we're gonna veer away from
Dig
the
Me.
Dig Me stuff, but we're gonna come back to what Dig Me is.
Okay.
And more of it. But we're gonna go into Blitz on Cans. Our Blitz on Cans segment for all of you in the bleachers who don't know, we spend a lot of time in Blitz on Cans, and
The
we
whole
love
practice.
Blitz on Cans, meaning we just run blitzes against cans, and no one is blocking us.
Yes.
But-
It gets home every time.
Every time it works on cans.
But we
Every
did
single
get
time.
some good commentary from our Pros versus Joes segment. We did have some people let us know that they wanted to hear more of it. I have some topics for us to start off with.
I'm
with
excited.
going
Let's do
to
it.
Pros versus Joes. We're kind of veering in towards what the outside world and people watching, but we also have some things that we can talk about in terms of what we do daily, right? So my first Pro versus Joe is
Love
Twitter
it.
versus Instagram. There's got to be a pro and a Joe to it. Who's the pro and who's the Joe when it comes to being in the Twitterverse and being
Twitter's first.
and being an IGer.
It's called X.
X, that's
called
right.
X.
It is.
Get your life together. It's X.
So tell me, X is the pro or X is the Joe, and the same thing goes with IG. Got to pick one.
Elijah, you want to take this one?
God, dude.
Because I feel like I'm going to follow you up.
So, I will say if you're huge on Twitter, I think it's harder to have a bigger Twitter following than Instagram. It's easier to get Instagram followers than
Easy.
Twitter followers. So if you're legit and you're like Twitter big, you're a pro,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Agreed.
And one guy who started off on Twitter making just Twitter videos was Drewski.
Yes.
Drewski.
That guy's
Hilarious.
legit. He is funny.
Drew-
He was on
like-
Twitter making videos first?
Yeah. So like the first few, like I don't know if you guys know Kyle Rogger, his Kyle Rogger video.
Yes.
Um,
The original.
the original. That then I saw some videos before, but that was because he just posted on Twitter and was getting like, 20,000-30,000 retweets and stuff like that. And I think he was big on Twitter before Instagram.
I think so.
So, and now look at Drewski. He's with Ruby Rose.
Dude. Yeah, he's
Dude,
doing a lot of things.
Big boys are winning, bro.
Who's
Ruby Rose is someone who is much better looking than Drewski. Let's just say that.
So pro to
Pro-
the Twitter
pro to the
people,
Twitter.
to the X.
And Joe.
And
And
Joe
then
to
Twitter
the
kind of
Instagram.
it's a bigger reach. Like
It is.
Like there's all age groups are on Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram's more.
I mean, yeah, it's instead of like a picture with a caption, you're really just putting that
Yeah,
caption. putting
grandparents
questions
use
out
Twitter,
there.
stuff like that. Yeah.
So I
Maddie.
agree.
Okay.
Even though I'm a huge, again, I I'm going to have to buy an average Joe's jersey
Yeah.
because I relate to being a Joe so often
much.
in these segments.
Yep.
But I'm more active on Instagram because it's mindless scrolling.
Sure it
Yeah.
is. It really
Right,
is.
lot of
but you
reading.
can. But if you get into
On Twitter.
Twitter,
Yeah.
you can go down the rabbit hole.
Totally
Oh,
can.
Twitter,
God.
Instagram, you can just keep scrolling up, looking through stories, watching these reels, which turns out they're all on TikTok for about 3 weeks prior to when they hit
That's
Instagram.
wild.
So
You
I'm already
millennials.
late to the party.
Yep.
Millennials got to get with it, dude.
Totally.
And Twitter, shout out Elon Musk. Or
Watch
X.
Pros vs. Joes
Bro.
and Talladega Nights and all the
No.
homework that we've assigned to you. He's failing our class.
Stop.
He's
Stop.
failing our football 101 brought to you by Sideline Warnings. Elijah's failing
The
because he hasn't
millennial
done one homework
class
assignment.
ended about 20 years ago. Okay. It's 2024. How about you download TikTok? How about that?
I do.
I did
Come
not.
follow me on Sideline Warnings.
I can't do it.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
we're moving into the next one. Okay, so we have a solid pro for Twitter and a Joe for
I think
IG.
so. I think
Fair
so.
enough. We're going to move into same kind of topic. We're going Spotify versus Apple Music.
I own Apple Music. Love it. Go straight to the library. Connects to all my devices. I'm Apple all the way through. So it makes it easier. Never paid for a Spotify account. Even though, again, we're on Spotify. Check us out, Sideline Warnings.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah,
I'm an Apple Music guy. But the thing about Spotify people, they are so diehard Spotify.
I am diehard Spotify.
Okay, so you're one of them.
I am 100%
Like-
Do you
diehard
follow
like-
Sideline Warnings?
Of course I do.
Okay, just want to make
Yes.
sure.
Like we're talking about something else, and they're like, or I play music on my phone. Why do you have Apple Music?
Yeah.
Why don't you have Spotify?
The family
agree.
plan is way more affordable.
Oh yeah.
I don't
think
have
it's
it,
more
but I'm just
user-friendly.
saying out loud. Like
I
a
think
lot of my
Spotify-
friends
I
still
think
live off their
Spotify's
parents.
The pro in this scenario. You
I
guys
think-
sound like Apple Music is the pro, though.
I absolutely
Music-
because I have it. I don't even
Okay.
have Spotify.
You know what's cool on Spotify though?
Tell me.
They had that Spotify Rewind thing. Mm-hmm. So it shows
At
you
the
kind
end of
of
the year.
at the end of the
Yeah.
year,
Yep.
and then Apple was like, "Damn, we got to do that too."
And then you could post it to Instagram where
I know.
no one's impressed.
Yeah.
I know.
No one's impressed. Everyone's
Like,
like, "Congratulations,
If you're posting your Spotify Rewind, bro, you're an absolute joke.
you're a Joe.
'Cause
You're
nobody
a Joe.
cares.
You're not only
Nobody
a Joe.
cares.
You're a bench warmer.
You're a bench warmer.
warming Joe.
Nobody cares. You listen to 5,000 hours of Frank Ocean. Nobody cares, dude. And those are the only people that post their Spotify Rewind. It's people who listen to. I love.
They
Frank
feel
Ocean, but-
educated and like diverse, and they're
I
like,
know.
"Look, I listen to more people than Joyner Lucas. Have you listened to that, guys? Failed their project,
Dude,
Failed their
I'm
homework.
getting a lot of heat for not knowing who Joyner Lucas.
I actually did as well. We're going to
So,
have to, we'll tap into that
We're gonna
too.
have to tap in.
All right.
tap tap."
So
tap.
moving away from those two, now we're going to halftime snack. Universal, we're going into halftime snacks. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's zillions that you can do,
Oh,
right? We're talking soccer games. We're talking
Yeah.
football games. We're talking basketball games. We're talking rugby games. We're talking games where you need a
What about
halftime
matches?
snack. Matches, you need those too.
track meets.
Meats.
Meats, all of it. Okay, so halftime snack, here it is. Where's the pro? Where's the Joe? Swedish fish versus peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Who eats a Swedish fish as their halftime treat?
First off, don't
I
talk
know
until you try
many
it.
kids that eat candy throughout the day, throughout the games, even at track meets, and
You
they
know who
get
you are.
energized. And
Yes.
you know exactly who you,
You know
are.
who you are.
I literally use candy to bribe said athlete to perform at track meets.
Your last name's the color of our logo.
That's right.
But
I love you.
definitely,
fish,
if you want to talk
PB&J.
at halftime, who's
At
just got
halftime.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at halftime though?
Oh, you got moms bringing them. You got
Dude,
dads
you
bringing
could bring
them,
in
you got
a
grandmas, grandpas.
Smuckers
That's what I'm saying.
Uncrustable.
That's it, Uncrustables.
Stop calling it Smuckers, dude. It's an Uncrustable.
Yeah, you're
We'll go
he
into
is right
that.
there.
We'll go into that
wrong.
segment later
So
between me and Elijah. We have an ongoing debate between if it's okay to call it Smuckers.
Dude, I've never ever heard
Neither
of
have
these
I.
two halftime.
This isn't about the
You've
segment. Move on.
You haven't heard of Swedish fish or PB&J?
No,
No, we
I've
have
never
listened to
heard
those.
of those as a halftime.
But
snack.
what are you picking?
Yeah.
What's the pro and what's the joke?
You're both Joes for trying to.
That's
new.
Joe
the
and
peanut
Joe,
butter and the
dude.
bread sitting in your stomach. It's
Okay.
a halftime of a football game, basketball game. You can't have that in your system like
Okay.
that. I'd rather have like 3 like Swedish fish and like, all right, get back out there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm PB&J.
But PB&J is still better than Swedish fish.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying for halftime,
Yeah, halftime.
halftime.
I'm eating a PB&J,
You can have an
bro.
Uncrustable. Is that what you're saying? You want an Uncrustable?
Yeah, Smuckers.
Shout out to my big boys out there, just having PB&Js at halftime.
Yeah.
All right.
Started at AYSO soccer with
So are we
orange
going-
slices, and we moved on to
It's a
Uncrustables.
full meal.
It's a full meal.
Are we going double
Double.
Joes? For
That's
both of
Joe
those?
and Joe,
You're-
dude.
yeah.
That's Joe and
Wow.
Joe.
It's just a
Okay.
Joe.
Okay.
Unless you're
not
eating
good.
orange slices like a granola bar. Granola.
Yeah.
I guess
Granola.
we could have went with that, but
It's
we're
okay.
changing it up. We're bringing heat
Thank
today.
God you're not the team's dietitian.
I'm not. Last one for pros versus Joes.
Talk to
Wrapping up Blitz on cans.
Yeah.
Okay. You went out. You had Chipotle for dinner.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You go home. Stomach's gurgling.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
sitting on the throne.
Love it.
Yeah.
Pro versus Joe. Are you a folder or a crumpler? Where is the pro and where is the Joe?
I thought he was going to go like, what app are you
Yeah.
opening? Like, what game are you playing? Are
Yeah.
you on
No.
social media or a game? No, he went
Folder
fold or crumple.
Crumpler.
Crumpler.
I'm a
Because you know
crumpler.
there's a pro and there's a
There
Joe
is,
too.
there's. Do you want to
Dude,
take
depends,
it?
bro.
No, there's no
There's
depends.
no
No, it
depends.
does.
If you
There's no
have the
depends.
time,
100%.
you always have the time on the throne.
So if you have like single ply, like I swear to God, bro.
Joe broke ass.
I'm just saying, bro. Times are tough.
Times are tough.
tough, dude. If you have
Okay.
single ply,
Yeah.
you gotta clump it, dude.
Crumple that thing up.
You have to, because I don't know if you've ever tried it. If you have single ply and you're rolling it like this, dude, you're gonna use the whole fucking roll. Sorry for cursing. But if you have like Charmin Ultra Soft, you guys don't even want to know about Charmin Ultra Soft.
So good. So nice.
Absolutely.
So wonderful.
So where's the pro? Where's the Joe? Folders are pros. Folders
I
are
mean,
Joes.
again, like back to what we said about being a pro versus Joe when it came to reading or listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes more time to sit down and read, right? It takes more time to sit there and fold.
Yep.
When you can rip, crumple, and
And
do what
roll.
you need. And
I
rip,
think-
crumple, and wipe.
I think if you crumple, you're a Joe because you got single ply.
What if you crumple? Charmin.
You're worse than a Joe, dude.
You're a bench warmer.
Wow.
You're a bench
I
warmer.
don't even know what to call you.
All right. Folding, crumpling. So it sounds like folder is
Folder
the pro.
Yeah, it's
Folder is
Crumpler.
definitely a pro move.
gotta have some
It's more
class, dude.
efficient. You can fold it. Less
dude.
use of paper.
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
Show
That
some
wa-
class, bro.
That was a good one. I like that one, Jeff.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
a good one.
JT. That's good.
Holy smokes.
That was
It's
pretty
way
good.
better than the halftime snack.
Wow.
The halftime snack, I guess, was a little
It was a big
YMCA,
miss.
but we'll work on that one.
Elijah's still stuck on just crumpling versus folding. He never even thought about the difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta
Sometimes.
crumple. Sometimes.
All right, we're going to go into the
Been there.
section of good on good. All right, our good on good is when we get into practice. We got our ones versus ones. We're talking running all of our plays. We're getting better. So I literally took good on good and made it into something that's literally good on good. We're talking historic team mashups. When we're taking a team from one time
Daniel.
period and
Damn.
another time period, and I got 3 questions associated with each teams
Do I
that
need
I'm
to
going
write
to tell
notes?
you. You
I'm
guys
taking
can.
notes. I'm taking notes.
So number 1, we're going to go with what's the spread of the game when I tell you the teams.
The spread.
You got to create the spread.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, who wins,
Uh-huh.
and number 3, by how much. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go number 1, first game, historic
So
mashups.
the spread.
No. I'm going to tell you the teams. You got to make those 3 questions. Got to
But-
answer them.
but
You got to
doesn't-
make the spread, who wins, and by how much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
understand.
we're going to go with 2001 Miami Hurricanes
Uh-huh.
versus the 2004 USC Trojans.
Which year? 2000 for Hurricanes.
2001.
Ooh.
One of the best teams literally ever assembled
And the
that
2000,
they talk about.
Yeah. And
We're going, what's the spread?
4 or 5?
4
Four.
USC Trojans, both national champions. Both
And that
teams
was
were-
and
both-
that was the year Reggie didn't win the Heisman.
Oh,
Matt
oh, oh,
Leinart
oh.
won the Heisman, correct?
Mm-hmm. These are 2 teams we're talking possibly the best of all time.
That defense still had Ray Magaluga, Clay Matthews, Brian
Cushing.
Cushing,
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Mays.
Taylor Mays. Yep. And
As
then-
much as I'd like to say that, I'm still going with that 2001 Hurricanes.
So am I. So am I.
That still had not only the starters were NFL,
Literally the whole team was.
backup
Yeah.
was the NFL. And
Yep.
it's not just guys that, hey, you got drafted. Hey, you got undrafted free agent. We're talking Hall of Famers.
Hall of
I know.
Famers.
We're talking
So many dudes.
key players. We're
Yeah.
talking first rounders. Not just one.
Yeah.
Not just two.
Yeah.
So many
Three.
dudes.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm saying?
go.
But Reggie.
So what's the spread of the game?
I think this might be a lot. This is ambitious, but I'm going Miami -7.5, and they don't cover,
and they don't cover.
and they
okay.
win by 3.
They win by 3.
I'm going to say they're favored by a touchdown,
Okay.
by 7.5 points. They
Okay.
don't cover. They win by 3.
All right.
What was the third question?
That was it. You
that
answered
was
them
it.
all. Who
I
wins
think
by how much and what's the spread?
I think Miami's favored by 7.5 points, and I think they win by 3, so they don't cover.
Good take.
In my opinion,
Good take.
because USC is going to come out to play.
Oh,
don't think they're going to
100%.
roll
That's
over.
Pete Carroll, man.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. That was spot on.
Really?
Do you think 7.5 though?
That's a lot.
I mean, you're saying over a touchdown for that team.
I think they're favored.
I think it might be less than 7.5, but I think you're right. It comes down to last second
I
field
think
goal.
I think they win by 3.
Where's the game being played?
That's true.
Is this a bowl game?
We're going to put it in
Neutral
we're gonna-
site. Just put it in
neutral site,
Texas.
But we're going to put it
Yeah.
in
neutral
a
in a
dome.
dome. In a dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No-
I think.
no
I
Minus
still think
7.5.
Miami pulls that out.
I do
Too
too.
fast.
Yeah. Great team.
And
Thugs.
they're
Thugs.
so close
Thugs.
together, like
Yeah.
in years,
Yep.
that it's not like a generational gap.
Yep.
Like if you said like 2001 versus like 19 LSU, that's really way different.
Yes.
But 01 versus 04, it's still kind of the same generation of ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miami was a better team.
Good. Okay.
I wish I can be more accurate. I mean, you watch all those 30 for 30s
Yep.
on the
I know.
U, and it
I
tells
know.
you about like 3 different
Dude,
teams that are
like
just legit. And you're like,
Vilma
dang.
and all those guys.
Frank Gore.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're moving into hoops. NBA,
Hoops. Okay.
95-96 Bulls
Uh-huh.
versus 2016-2017 Warriors.
One game or best 7?
Best of 7.
2017 Warriors.
Yep. Best of 7. We'll take out. I'm going to go series spread.
Oh, how does that work?
So basically, it works as like you can pick. So if the Bulls were favored, let's say -2 games or -2.5 games,
Okay.
they'd have to win 4-1 or 4-2.
Okay.
4-1 would be for the Bulls, and then 4-2 would mean that the Warriors cover
Oh,
that series spread.
Oh, so the Bulls are favored. You're already saying.
No. I'm just using that as an example
Oh,
for
the
Elijah.
spread. Okay.
I think
So my question is, what's the series spread? Who wins the series, and what does it finish? So, for example, does it go 4-1 Bulls?
yeah.
Does it go 4-3 Warriors?
I think I think Warriors would be favored to win 4 and they would go to 6, right? So
Okay.
I think it'd be 4-2.
Okay, Warriors.
I think they'd
This is so difficult.
this is
It is
difficult.
difficult.
it's
isn't
just
it?
because Michael.
That's true. I know. The killer.
It's
You
Michael.
literally can't bet
Who
against him.
guards Michael? 2017. We would put Andre Iguodala on him. That's points. He's giving up points.
100%.
I know.
Yep.
But we also had KD.
No, I think
guards
Warriors are
KD?
favored 4-1, but the Bulls take it to 6.
So you're saying
Think
what?
that far.
Yeah.
Warriors
I also
take
think that
forward.
wow. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it's gonna go to game.
I don't think it's a
gonna-
sweep.
I think it's game 7,
You think it's game 7?
I'm
I think
saying
it's
game
6.
7.
I think it's 6 games.
but I got the Bulls winning.
The Bulls over the Warriors?
Fundamental basketball, because if 3-ball doesn't work, as we learned in prior years with the Warriors losing to San Antonio in the Western Conference Finals, if that 3-ball is not landing,
But we're
not-
talking KD.
we are talking KD,
We're talking Steph Curry.
Curry.
We're
Also
Klay
talking about
Thompson.
the head coach of the Warriors also being a player for the Bulls.
Oh.
He knows their tactics because he used them
Scotty-
on the
dude.
Bulls.
True.
Scottie Pippen said it'd be a sweep. Bulls.
It's not a sweep. Sorry, Scotty.
I don't
think
think it's
so.
a sweep either.
I think it goes to 6.
You lost
All
your
right.
girl
On
to
top.
Michael's son.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for our good section. I did have one more team, but we're going to just keep it moving.
Save
here.
it for later.
We'll save it for later if we got some time.
Save that trick play for another game.
Yeah. Well, hey, yeah, we could. I could throw it. You know what? I could throw in. I could throw in sudden change.
Y'all don't know Yee?
Y'all don't know Yee?
So now we're going to move into our play the game segment. This is where we're taking our teams, we're putting into to our practice mode. We're going to play the game and we're going to get it moving. Basically, almost wrapping it up before we get into our scout team section.
Okay.
So what is your rewind, fellas? And what I mean by that is you're going to take a historical moment from any sporting event and say that event does happen or it does not happen. So here, let me give you 2 examples.
Please.
Tiger Woods birdie chip in from the fridge in the 2015 Masters on 16. The rewind could be the chip does not go in to make birdie, right?
Okay.
So the chip doesn't go in.
Okay.
And you could leave it at that. So that would be that for Tiger Woods, for an example. The second example would be the LeBron James block on Iggy.
Oh.
So Iggy's
If
layup,
that doesn't happen.
if it doesn't happen and it goes in,
Yeah.
what happens? We don't know.
Uh-huh.
But what is your rewind
Oh, I got
that
one.
you can take back
Take
and
it.
be like,
Off
I
the
wish this
dome.
didn't happen
Off
Take
the
it.
dome.
or did happen?
Oh,
Okay.
and that was
Off
the
the
example.
dome.
We're not using that.
No, you're not
one.
using those examples. Those are just so you guys
Holy
understand.
Mine is, I think 2010, Armando Galarraga is throwing a perfect game, and a ground ball to the first base. Miguel Cabrera backhands the ball, scoops it cleanly as he's like moving towards second base.
Yep. First
Plants.
base. Yep.
No, he's moving towards
Oh,
second.
yeah, moving towards second. Yeah.
Plants throws to Galarraga as he's bananing and
Yep.
running down the first baseline.
Yep.
Clearly tags first base, and Jim Joyce calls the runner safe, and this was the 27th batter of a perfect game, and he had 26 up, 26 down, and the 27th batter, who was clearly out, and it should have been a perfect game, he should have been called out. That's my rewind. That should have been the perfect game.
Phenomenal.
But
That's some knowledge.
Right.
I think it's crazy because the next guy, I think he struck him out, so he went 28 up, 28 down.
Dang.
So that's like the best perfect game ever.
Ever.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That is a great one.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
That is a great one.
That's
Like,
it.
Yeah, the umpire too, Jim Joyce.
And Jim
Like-
Joyce, the umpire,
I remember him crying after
he,
the game.
he cried after
Yeah.
it. And
Did you hear this question prior? Because I'm
No.
over here going, I don't know.
No,
No.
dude, that off the dome, that should have been a perfect game.
That's
100%.
impressive.
Natty. That one's tough to follow.
I'm over here going, the lights in the Super Bowl not go off.
Hey, that's good too. We
Nah,
would have won
but-
that one.
If the lights didn't go off,
Well, the lights actually going off helped us.
actually helped us. That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, that.
It did?
Yeah, it did.
We
I
were
was
Actually
down
still
gave
kind
us
of a
chance.
youngster.
All right,
We were
then
down
I'll
like
I'll
13.
just go back to Brock Purdy, 2022 NFC
Ooh.
Championship getting hurt.
Ooh.
If he doesn't get hurt,
Things are
We
different.
roll the Eagles. Sorry,
roll 'em.
we the Niners.
we the Niners.
That is
I
really
believe
good.
if you rewind that and he doesn't get hurt, that team everybody was on firing all four cylinders going. And then that also gives him another experience with going to a Super Bowl. Now the
Yep.
whole team has that experience.
I know.
And maybe, or rewind to Trent Greenlaw,
Yeah.
not snapping his
Oh.
Achilles heel.
True.
His
True.
Achilles.
During commercial break.
During commercial
During
break,
commercial
running onto
break.
the field.
If we stuck with the Niners and we go George Kittle's OPI Chiefs Super
Right.
Bowl, which was not OPI.
I mean,
No.
it's
And he
Elijah.
catches it.
If we had to pick a pro versus Joe on this answer, Elijah's clearly the pro.
Pro,
This
for
guy,
sure.
that was legit.
Dude,
That was legit.
That's just so ingrained.
You
in my
informed so many
brain.
viewers of that.
It just ingrained in my brain, dude.
All the
Called
scout
safe.
teamers.
Dude, he called up safe,
Check
and like
Tuesday.
Galarraga's like, he just smiled though. That was
Yeah.
the cool thing. He was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't get it."
I like that
Dang,
one.
that was good, Elijah.
Nice
you were
job.
like 10 years old when that happened.
I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
It just stuck in my brain.
That's some good knowledge.
Just out there, just hitting home runs in little league.
Hitting bombs.
Not as much as Willie Fresh though. Shout
Really,
out,
shout out Willie
Willie.
Fresh. Kid's legit.
We're really loving shout outs today.
I know.
So if you didn't get one, we apologize because there's like 40.
I did miss one, but I'll get it to you later.
You might get shouted out later.
So now we're going to move into scout teams, fellas. We're going to talk scout teams. We're talking Xbox versus PlayStation.
Ooh.
Where are we at with this? How do we feel? Every year it feels like they got, or every other year,
This
whenever they
one
do.
too.
I'm not a gamer, but we know those people who are gamers.
Elijah,
they sit
take
in
it.
gamers chairs.
Take
No,
it
go
since
ahead.
I'm
I
a
gotta write this down.
no, because I'm a fat Joe. I lean back on this one because I don't own either.
Yeah.
I have a Nintendo Switch.
Where are we at with this Xbox versus,
I'm just saying.
versus PlayStation?
The closest thing I have to an Xbox and a PlayStation is a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox in our coach's office.
Yeah, that's good.
That people don't know about.
Okay,
I didn't know about it.
so
Enlighten us.
this is a little complicated.
This might take a while.
Okay,
Tell us.
but
Strap your chin strips up.
but
Put your mouthpieces in. Here we go.
Here we go. The road to pro, okay, has been this, and it's been tested over time. Okay, so back in the early 2000s, who knew when the PS2 came out? I was probably not even born.
Maybe.
But this is Road to Pro right here. You started with the PS2, okay? You skipped the PS. You didn't get the PS3. You went to an Xbox 360, okay? And then you jumped ship to PS4, and then you were so pro that you were able to lock down a PS5, okay? This is the natural progression, okay, of Road to Pro, okay? You go PS2, Xbox 360, PS4, PS5, and if this is Hall of Fame.
Where does
Pro.
Dreamcast fall in that?
This is Hall of Fame Pro
Hall
right
of
here.
Famer.
You upgraded
Whoa.
from
Whoa.
PS5 to PC. So
They say the best gamers are on PC.
yes,
Dang.
I wouldn't know. I don't
So,
follow the gamer code.
This is what you do. So you practice your fundamentals on the PS2. This is kind of where you got scraped a little bit by like your older
Would you
brother.
say that's freshman or JV football?
No, this is like
Pop Warner?
Pop Warner.
Pop Warner.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
Pop Warner. Okay. Welcome to the show. Xbox 360, probably the greatest console ever released. Maybe the PS2.
So now you're welcome to freshman football. Welcome to high school.
No, this is like sophomore on varsity.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Skip
here.
Pop Warner to varsity.
Yeah, you went Pop Warner to varsity.
You must have reclassed a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
PS4 is you're in the Power 5. You're in the
Okay.
Power 5.
Yeah.
Okay. PS5, you're All American.
Oh.
And if you went to PC, you're in the
NFL?
NFL.
You're in the
NFL.
league.
So this is Road to Pro. Screenshot if you guys need to comment. But this is my Road to Pro.
Jeff,
That's-
would you throw Game Boy somewhere in there?
Game Boy was big back
I
in
mean,
the day. Car rides.
that's some flag football right there.
We're talking car rides to Disneyland for 6 hours, and I'm glued
Glued.
to a Game Boy.
Until that battery wears out.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
And
before
then-
my time.
Yeah.
Way before.
I was PSP.
Dude,
Dude.
Game Boys
Yeah.
were legit.
So nice.
PSP.
The closest thing we had to that was like Sega. And it was like
Yeah.
this big old thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I totally
Elijah,
took up
that was
your
a-
whole
No,
time.
no.
dude.
I told you. I'm a Nintendo Switch. I'm a Joe.
You're a Wii guy?
A big Wii guy.
Big
I'm
Wii
in.
guy.
I
Wii's are
empty.
legit. But
I
Wii-
empty the living room so I can
Dude.
get that backhand on tennis.
Dude,
Yeah.
Wii is...
Bowling is legit. I bowled a
Wii
255,
is so pro.
Wii is pro.
Wii is 100% pro.
but not when it comes to like gaming.
Like, it's not gamer
It's
code.
because you
but,
don't have the games.
But Wii's up there.
It's up there.
Up there.
I love
Thanks
that.
for defending me on that one.
For sure. No,
Okay, so now we're going to move into gassers. And gassers are
Nourishment.
nourishment, not punishment.
punishment.
We love gassers because there are coaches out there who don't love gassers. We're not going to name names. We're not going to talk about them.
Don't need to.
But when I'm coaching backers, I'm watching them during gassers.
Are you?
I'm always coaching. Well, I'm watching my guys, and my guys tend to fall in the front. So
I don't know, man. I see you
Front-ish.
leaning on those cans.
Front-
That's a pretty dig me comment.
Yeah.
super dig me, but we also always touch the line. We don't always miss
Always.
the line like offensive linemen sometimes.
Whoa,
But I'm just
sometimes
saying-
linemen
they
don't
touch,
even
No, they
run.
touch the line just a little
Okay.
slower than everybody else.
Yes,
But-
they are. They're like,
What's
yeah.
our gasser of the day?
gasser of the day? Heavy weight and low reps versus lightweight and high reps.
Oh. Ooh.
What am I trying to get out of my life? Like, where am I? Am I overweight?
Yeah, if you're...
Like, it
Yeah.
it depends,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Sure.
It
Like,
does.
if you're overweight and you need to rep out and get that
Yeah.
almost that
Get some
conditioning,
cardio.
that cardio
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
within your lift,
Okay, let's say you're in
the early weeks of your development.
no, let's say you're right in the middle of where you want to be and where you're going to be versus
Ooh.
where you were, right?
Ooh, okay.
So like you've been working out for like a month, 2 months maybe. You got some goals. Summer's hitting. You're about to hit that. Trying to get that summer bod rolling.
Oh, trying to get the summer bod?
summer
bod,
bod,
you gotta
oh,
go
high reps,
High rep.
high reps.
Okay,
summer
high
bod,
reps.
you solidified it. Now, talking about winter, a little, cuffing season.
Yeah.
It's okay to put on some weight as
Okay.
long as you're putting up some big numbers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I benched 135 for 12.
Yeah,
That's
you-
not cool.
you don't feel
That's
good
not
about
cool.
that.
That's
But
not-
if you say like, oh,
It's not
I
something
benched,
to brag about, but when you go to the beach and you take your shirt
Yeah.
off, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
look at that chest.
but if you be
Yeah.
like, I benched 315 for 1, whoa,
Feeling good about
you're
it.
cool.
There's actually a statistic out there that says like literally 0.01 of the population of like 7 billion people can bench 315.
Yeah, I can't.
Wow.
Oh,
So
so you're like.
thanks for making me a Joe again.
You're welcome.
No, no.
I'm gonna
no,
start
no,
wearing
no,
that.
no,
Average
no.
Joe jersey
No.
is just firing off the
It
shelves
is.
right now.
It is.
No.
It is.
Just because you can't bench 315 doesn't mean you're a Joe.
Hey, if you're a scout teamer out there and you want to see a Joe shirt on the merchandise, let us know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
fellas, we're in the Bring It Up segment. And Bring It Up
Bring
segment.
it up.
Well, I'm bringing it up
Bring it
because
up.
this is what we got going. We have been talked to by multiple sources. And when I mean multiple, I mean like 7 people who want some Sideline Warnings merch. Good news is we're bringing it out. It's happening. We're about to get the store rolling. We're going to chalk it up. We're going to get some Dig Me shirts rolling. We're going to put everything else out there that we got. We got hoodies, tanks, hats. What else do we got? Bucket hats. Maddie's our equipment guy, so
We're working on it right now. But if there's certain things that you like and you don't see on there, please send us a message, comment on Twitter, anything that you see. Please send us recommendations of what you would want on a shirt, and we'll do our best to get that to you.
Merch store's rolling. Subscribe, like, hit us up. Let us know in the comments who's the most Dig Me. Aside from that, everybody, appreciate you. Sideline Warnings, out.